Sol rey Nimrod al campo salía, miraba en el cielo y en la estrella, y de luz santa en la judería, que había de nacer Abraham Avinu.
Aryeh ben Avraham goes around with his tzitziot hanging out and looks like a classic returnee to Judaism. Aryeh, director of film and animation, lives in a studio apartment right near the main river in Porto. On the wall are posters of famous films which he directed over the years.
When did you find out you're a Jew?
I find I am a child because my grandfather was also Marrano. In my family, we don't have a Christian education. All family don't go to shares, everything. And you are child, you are so strange. The other childs go to the shares, everything, and you know. And when I grow up, I start to study, understand that I am a Jew.
Aryeh ben Avraham is not the only one. This is a phenomenon which is taking place in Portugal. Over 500 years have passed since their great-great-grandparents hid from the threat of the Christian Church during the Inquisition. For generations upon generations, the Anusim lived in an ultra-Orthodox Christian hostile environment. Therefore, it's very natural for them to deny the suffering of their past and to try and assimilate into the Catholic environment. Actually, many of them succeeded in fitting in and achieved high status. Here, for example, Professor Josep Profilip, lecturer in psychiatry in the University of Porto, and Josep Eduardo Alves, a famous footballer. What made them decide to go through a long conversion process and try to find out about their Jewish origins? How does their environment accept them, and what is the meaning for them to be Jewish? The questions do not cease to be asked.
When did you decide to become a Jew?
Well, my family, they are Marranos. My grandparents, they taught to my parents that some values, some Jewish values, but my grandfather, some years ago, like 10 years ago, he decided his last wish was visit Israel. In that moment, I decided to look for some information and history and become a Jewish, do the return.
I decided to become a Jewish because of the history of my family.
את מקודשת לי בטבעת זו כדת משה וישראל. Tú quedas,
tú fiques
consagrada a mí como mi esposa según las leyes de Moshe e Israel.
A few weeks before our visit in Porto, we joined the wedding of Josep Profilip and two other couples in Jerusalem. The three couples remarried after completing their conversion course.
It is a very great moment because we are waiting for this so many long time, so many years. So this, it's a great day to us. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a great emotion. I feel, and I think all of us feel, that here the souls of all Anusim, all Jews that was persecuted in Portugal by the Inquisition, and now you are returned to these people, to our people, and this return, it's some kind of meeting with story and some kind of recover of our ancestors.
The couples returned to Porto and became part of the local Jewish community. Israel's chief rabbi Yonah Metzger took part in a special ceremony which dedicated the opening of the new mikveh or ritual baths in the Makor Chaim synagogue basement. The mikveh was donated by Aaron Abukassis, an American who was born in Morocco and helped support the descendants of the Anusim. The Shavei Israel organization, headed by Michael Freund, stands behind this whole endeavor.
Currently, our organization, Shavei Israel, is active in 9 countries around the world, where we work with various communities that have a historical connection to the Jewish people and who wish to strengthen that connection and return. We work with the Bnei Menashe, descendants of a lost tribe of Israel in northeastern India, with the Bnei Anusim, or Marranos, of Spain, Portugal, and South America. We also are involved with the hidden Jews from the time of the Holocaust in Poland, with the Sabbatnik Jews of Russia, the descendants of the Jewish community of Kaifeng in China, as well as with a couple of other communities as well.
One of the great stories is of Emmanuel, one of the Anusim descendants, who over 20 years tried unsuccessfully to become part of the Jewish people. For many years he was a guard of the synagogue and tried again and again to become a Jew.
Already some 18 years ago, he went and had himself circumcised at a local hospital, and he began to look into the possibility of converting back to Judaism. Unfortunately, he encountered a great deal of resistance, a great deal of opposition, but he persisted and he stuck with it.
His determination paid off, and he finally became a Jew. When the Beth Din in Jerusalem announced that he is a Jew, he asked to be called Nachshon.
So the rabbis asked him, well, that's very nice, but you already have a Hebrew name or a biblical name. Emmanuel itself is such a name. Why would you want to switch it? So Emmanuel told the rabbis that ever since he had heard the story, ever since he had learned the Midrash, which says that when the Jewish people left Egypt and they reached the Red Sea, that Nachshon ben Aminadav of the tribe of Judah was the first to jump into the sea, was the first to demonstrate or to take that leap of faith. Emmanuel has always strongly identified with that particular biblical character, because in a certain sense, he himself is akin to Nachshon ben Aminadav, in that he was the first in his community in Porto, in northern Portugal, to undergo the circumcision and to begin the journey back to Judaism.
Yosef Emmanuel tried to return to Judaism for many years. Finally, he also succeeded.
It's very difficult to talk about that. I think it's the end of personally a great project, a great voyage in kind of identity, in kind of struggle for something that I imagined for many years that couldn't be possible.
Why was it so important for you to go through all of this process?
Because I construct my own identity about what is to be a Jew.
In many cases, these communities, these people, were part and parcel of the Jewish people. They were taken away from us, in many instances against their will. Nonetheless, over the centuries, they succeeded in preserving a strong sense of Jewish consciousness and Jewish identity. And now they are knocking on our collective door and asking to be allowed back in. And I don't see any reason why we shouldn't facilitate that process. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't help our lost brothers and sisters to come home.
ואנשים מגיעים אחרי שנים שהם החביאו את יהדותם ומבקשים להכיר בהם כיהודים, וכשאנחנו אומרים להם עם כל הכבוד אנחנו רוצים לגייר אתכם, אומרים בבקשה, והם מוכנים והם רוצים והם מבקשים לקיים תורה ומצוות מיוזמתם. מה נוכל לומר להם?
האם אתם מקלים עליהם בתהליך הגיור דווקא בשל רצונם העז להיות חלק מהעם היהודי?
השלב הראשון שבו אנחנו מקילים לאנשים שמבקשים לחזור ולהצטרף לעם היהודי הוא בגישה החיובית שאנחנו פונים אליהם, מתוך גישה ידידותית, מתוך רצון לעזור להם, ונדמה לי שבכל תהליך התחושה זה הדבר המשמעותי ביותר. כאשר נותנים למישהו את התחושה שהוא רצוי, שהוא חלק מהמשפחה, זאת בעצם הדרך הטובה ביותר להקל עליו. מאידך, במה שקשור לנושאים לימודיים או לתהליך של השבה ליהדות בבית הדין, הרי שצריכים לעשות כמובן אותם שלבים שמבחינה הלכתית הם חלק אינטגרלי והם תנאי לעשות את השבת כל אדם לחיק עם ישראל.
It appears to be that in Portugal there are many people who are aware of their Jewish origins.
הרבה אנשים בשיחות איתי, כשיודעים שאני שגריר ישראל פה, מספרים לי, כן, שהם ממוצא יהודי, זאת אומרת, זורם בעורקיהם דם יהודי. הם כמובן לא יהודים עכשיו, כן, מזה שנים, מזה דורות הם לא יהודים. רובם לא מתכוון גם לחזור ליהדות, אבל הם מציינים את זה כעובדה. זאת אומרת, הייתי אומר אפילו כ10% מאנשי המקום, כנראה זורם בעורקיהם דם יהודי.
אנחנו ללא ספק יכולים להצביע על מהפכה. לפני מספר שנים לא היה תהליך רוחני בקבוצות מסוימות. מה שאפיין את האנוסים הוא שכל אחד עבר תהליך באופן אינדיבידואלי. כלומר, ללא ספק, אנוסים היו תמיד בתהליכים, בחיפושים, בדרישות להצטרף לעם היהודי. אבל נדמה לי שבאמצעות סמינרים, באמצעות פעילות, ביקורים, רבנים, הוצאה לאור של חומר, אנחנו מצליחים ליצור מעין קהילה של אנוסים, של בני אנוסים, וזה אחד ההבדלים המשמעותיים ביותר ששבי ישראל עשתה בשנים האחרונות.
I'm happy that I was the first, and my goal is to bring back all the family to the truth that it's to be a Jewish.
How does the Portuguese society respond to this ever-increasing phenomenon?
We are well accepted because you are good citizens, we are good fellows, you wear cloth, we respect the others, and they respect us.
My family is very happy with this because I was the first one to assume that I am a Jewish, and I want to be recognized by Israel that I am a Jewish. And my friend, it's a little bit strange, but because in Portugal they are Christian and they don't know a lot about Judaism, so they do a lot of questions. What is Shabbat? Why you don't do this? Why do you do that? But they have a good point of view about Jewish.
They respect you and they keep in contact with you?
Yes, sure, with no doubts. They understand my point of view. They respect me. They think that have a faith and have identity and a culture nowadays is very good.
Do you intend coming to Israel? Do you intend doing Aliyah?
Yes, one day I think to do Aliyah. For now I am trying to learn Hebrew, and after do Aliyah. It's very important. It's a very important mitzvah. Go to Israel and stay there and live there and build my life there.
What does it mean for you to be a Jew?
It's to life with truth.
I think that is a person that has a special relation with God.
I am very proud of my heritage and my heritage. I am very proud of my identity, of myself. I am very proud of myself. You can believe that.
To be a Jewish, it's be a part of a people, of a nation, of something big and part of the history with values.
To me, it means to be close to God.
And you feel close to God today?
Yes, much more than I was